let's get down to business, shall we? Welcome back to Y.E.S, everyone. I am so happy that you're joining me here today because I have a lot to say today. No review, but lots to come. I'm actually sadly behind on a lot of reviews this year. I had a lot of things that I wanted to do and a lot of weird things with work that have just kind of gotten in the way. I shouldn't make excuses, but that's just kind of the reality of the situation right now. So I'm going to be playing catch up a little bit while also staying current. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna get to it. So why, Garrett, aka Rico, did you feel the need to make a video like this? Well, I'm gonna tell you one reason why. One, I needed to explain why I changed the name of Y.E.S. Well, it's still technically Y.E.S, but part of the acronym has changed now. I have officially decided to change the name of the channel from Young Entertainment Specialists to Your Entertainment Specialists. Now, why did I decide to do that? Do I not feel young anymore? No, it's not that. I think I'm always going to be young at heart. I mean, for heaven's sakes, I just turned 20 for the 10th time last year. The reason that I decided to make that change is because I wanted this channel to feel like it was going to become more engaging, and I want to make it feel like there is something out there, not just for me. This isn't just a young collection of ideas for modern music or anything like that. That's really not the point of this channel. The point of this channel is to find the best in entertainment out there and to spread it out there to the world. And I, here, Garrett, Rico, whichever you prefer to call me, I am here because I have that mission to try and distinguish the good entertainment out there versus the mediocre, the bad, the nasty, the excellent, the amazing, and everything else. Like we've got to categorize these a bit because we're kind of meshing everything together, and you can have your own opinion on things like that. And yes, to a degree, some of this is just my opinion, but I'll be darned if I don't believe that I have some value in sticking up for some of the things that I believe in and some of the things that I think that entertainment needs to actually solidify and what we think should be presentable to the mass audiences or to families or to the individual. It depends, but come on, we have to have things out there that are worthwhile. Big rant right there, but that's what I'm here for. So if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, I'm gonna go over something that I used to have on here. This video is probably gonna replace the old video I had for newcomers on the channel. I'm gonna explain a little bit how I rate music and other realms of entertainment. I have a system where I find categories that I think I can kind of grade per se, and then in the end I give a recommendation, and these recommendations go from yes, like definitely, doesn't mean it's flawless. If it is, that's awesome, but doesn't mean it's flawless. It just means it's worthwhile sharing to you, anyone out there who I think is viewing this. My next level is yeah. Yeah could still mean amazing, but it doesn't mean that it's like superbly amazing out there. It means like that was still a really cool experience. It's still something maybe quality-wise is worthwhile, but maybe it didn't blow your socks off or something like that. Or is it knock your socks off? I don't care. Either way, yeah is still something worthwhile. Then we have this middle area that we call good. And good means a couple of different things. A lot of people will confuse good with like a letter C grade, and in a way that can be true, but it's not exclusively. What it really means is maybe something is good. Like I genuinely like, oh, I just have a general positive vibe from that thing, media, music, movie, food, whatever. I generally have a good feeling about it. Like, I liked it. I wasn't really blown away by it, but I enjoyed it. It still like came off as a positive experience. But then there's also a time when maybe you're coming back to something you're familiar, like a restaurant you're familiar with, an artist you've listened to forever and ever from, a dancer you just know what kind of moves that they're gonna usually pull out, and then sometimes you're just kind of not on the amazing level, but you're still like, that was still solid, but it was like good enough. You see what I mean by that? So depending on how much of a entertainment snob you might be, good could just mean like, that was passable. And for some of you, it's like, no, I'm not being snooty or snubby about it. I'm just saying that I wasn't blown away by it. I enjoyed it. And that's all I can really say. So that's really what it comes down to. Then we have okay. And okay means literally okay. Like nothing braggadocious whatsoever when we get to that point right there. A lot of times I use okay to kind of describe something probably mostly negative, but in the end it's like, that wasn't the worst thing ever, but I didn't have anything that was superbly memorable. And then we have the no's. We're gonna X these out. Like, no, I can't recommend this. Like, there's absolutely no way I'm going to tell a family member, a friend, a colleague, coworker, a stranger, really, even a stranger. No, I cannot recommend this to anybody. It's just, it would be a disservice in my heart. I cannot be honest in saying that there is something that I find redeemable. And maybe there really is if you're being nitpicky about it, but it's like, I don't want you to experience that because I don't think it was worth my time. I don't think it was worth my while. I don't believe it should be yours either. So once again, yes, yeah, good, okay, no. Alrighty there, gang. Now that we've mentioned that, let's talk about a little bit of the setup that I have over here. I have actually ordered one of these tables here, kind of moves around a little bit, but it makes it easier for me to move around. But I'm going to try and have maybe some more notes, make it somewhat more official, and I get to lean forward, a lot more forward than I used to. And, I just kind of enjoy that factor. It makes me feel like maybe I can actually compose myself a little bit better and that I can use my laptop and this iPad that I recently purchased. Also, the microphone here. You may have noticed from past videos, it usually is in a different direction. I have all these things in front of me now, so I had to rearrange the microphone, and I actually think it works okay. I've tested it a couple of times, and I think it still works, and if not, I'll find a way to make it work. I'm always going to be adjusting in some way. I'm going to try to make this bigger. We're going to see where this eventually leads to. Also, usually right here behind me, I usually take these items off, but I think you guys should know, I actually do like enjoying collecting physical CDs, and I feel like maybe I should kind of just leave them there and showcase them, just have it up there. So first and foremost, yes, music is still my forte. It is the thing that I keep wanting to talk about. It is the gusto in my entertainment realm experience and way of life. Having said that, I really like a lot of other things. By my intro, you guys have noticed that I enjoy dancing, food, movies. There's a lot of things out there that I really love. I really miss being in a radio station. That was really fun for me. I like my current job still. I like helping people in hospitality. So a lot of those things I kind of want to find a way to incorporate in here. And especially movies, I would actually really like to be able to one day get screeners or find a way to go to premieres more often and potentially, even before then, be able to get the behind the scenes for a lot of movies out there. The reason I want to focus on this one in particular is because my favorite movie critic out there, or movie reviewer, I don't know which word he prefers, is Chris Stuckman. And he is getting ready to kind of transition into the director seat. He still has his YouTube channel. I'm sure he's still going to review some movies from time to time still, but it looks like he is trying to make his dream a reality, which I applaud, by the way. Good on you, Stuckman. I love that you are chasing your dream, and it looks like you are getting there. So having said that, based on a lot of the things that I've listened to over the last few years, listening to his reviews, which he is so good at, by the way, you really need to go check out his channel, subscribe to it, go look at some past reviews for his A+, his Fs, and his hilariosities, which is something I'm trying to figure out if I can incorporate in some way, but I'm not going to steal it. I'm always going to give credit where it's due. But in the music realm, I found a couple of examples like that, so that word does apply outside of movies. Another thing that I have loved doing that I started this year is called the 5 and 5. It's a monthly series I created where I highlight 5 entertainers that did something spectacular, something yes centered right here in the heart that I think should be highlighted. And then there's also 5 entertainers that may have done something dumb or legitimately bad. And because the world is kind of trying to make everything a little bit more gray rather than black and white, I kind of want to distinguish that. Not because I want to bash on an artist or an entertainer or anything like that. It's just that, hey, you know what? If we're going to try to better ourselves, we need to hold the entertainment world accountable. And that includes me, okay? I need to be better at a lot of things. I am not a perfect person. No one's perfect in this world. So therefore, people who are trying to genuinely be good, that's actually not as easy to come across. A lot of people are just nice, but that doesn't mean that they're trying to be good. That's something we could get into philosophically later on. But yeah, 5 yeses, 5 nos. Sometimes I'm trying to figure out, should I be highlighting more than 5? And maybe at some point we'll cross that bridge, but I think 5 and 5 is pretty good right now, because a lot of times it's like, well, that's, yeah, maybe not so good, or yeah, maybe that was kind of good, but remember, these are yeses and nos. These are the extremes, okay? So we're trying to highlight that throughout the month. But the main thing I want to get across from this series is that I want to engage you, my viewers. I want you to comment in my videos or to follow me on social media and tag me or forward me an article or whatever it is saying to me, hey, this person did something pretty awesome, you should check it out. Or you can even say, hey, did you see this? That's kind of a crazy story that happened right there. Maybe you should check it out. I mean, maybe there's something we can learn from that. So yeah, 5 and 5. Get engaged. Let me know what's going on out there, not just in music. And I've actually highlighted sports quite a bit, I've realized. So send me other stuff. I've highlighted YouTubers. I've highlighted recently a chess player. I'm trying to find all potential realms of entertainment. But remember, we're looking for the best of the best. So whichever side you want to take, the extreme yes, the extreme no, even if it's just something in between, send it to me. I want to get more engaged with people who like highlighting things in entertainment of whatever kind. Let me know. Another thing that I really want to start very soon is a new series called Entertainment PR. Now, why would I want to do that? Well, actually, it's interesting. That's what I graduated in. I got my bachelor's in public relations with a minor in music. That's why I still love music quite a bit. When I graduated, they basically told me 2 things. Like, there's 2 routes you can basically take. You can go to a PR firm and work with a lot of different companies, or you can try to do public relations with a very specific niche business that maybe needs you. I was kind of leaning toward the latter, but I ended up not really finding anything, and that's fine. I've found something that's working well for me, but I really like the idea of promoting good quality entertainment still. And so there's a lot of hectic things going out there, and I think I want to use some of my PR knowledge that I've gained, and I know this is going to come off across as a little maybe full of myself or know-it-all, which I hate when people have that impression, but I'm going to use some common sense and common knowledge of what people should and should not be doing within the realm of entertainment, about things that, yes, you should apologize for this, or no, you shouldn't apologize for that, or maybe you should do this in order to make something right. There's so much chaos going on in entertainment, and I think I have some pretty easy solutions to them. They may be controversial to some people, but I really don't think so. I think I have a pretty good head on my shoulders here. So I'm going to give this series a shot and see what people think about it. Next point. The Y.E.S on Air series is usually when I have my buddies over where we're going to talk about some sort of thing in entertainment. I know this is going to be hard. I really want to make this a weekly thing because I really want to have like an actual show, like something solidified for 30 minutes, maybe 60 minutes, and maybe it can be even a longer podcast. I don't know what it's eventually going to be, but I know that I want to have kind of something where I talk like a week's worth of things in the realm of entertainment, put it together one day of the week, and just go through it and be able to have some other people in here, get Pan Dutch, get Tanner in here, get a couple other people that would just help me out with the show. Maybe bring someone up here on a Zoom call and maybe talk about their cool things in entertainment. There's so much that we could do here. Trust me, I think it would be pretty cool. And every once in a while, kind of going in the realm of entertainment PR, but maybe it's not quite that. I would like to also provide immediate reactions. I know some people do that just to get views, and I don't want to do that, although, you know, views are nice, but I really want to give my 2 cents on some topics that are just like, you know, no one's really getting the main point here. Too much clutter in here, and someone just needs to clarify things, and it is my goal to be an effective communicator. Next would be collaborations. That kind of goes back to some of my powwows, which I haven't really done too many recently. COVID kind of prevented me from meeting a lot of people over the last year, but you know, but I do think that there are some people out there that I know that I would still like to do a powwow video with, and I'll continue to meet people where I can highlight them. But again, if Y.E.S on Air can become more successful and more consistent, we can just have people pop up right here and we can do a video and do interviews with these people here, and I would love to do that. And I already have like 3 people in mind where I think we could do that, and it would be very successful because I love these people and I would love to highlight them and share them with you, the audience, right here. Another point, I kind of touched on it already, I want to make a video also about talking about my values, not necessarily putting my religion out there, although that is going to be something that is discussed, but it's how I incorporate what I value in my entertainment, why I see the world and see entertainment and music and everything else as I do, and why I think the bar needs to be set higher, because it used to be a long time ago. And you know, that's going to happen. We can cross boundaries, we can break the rules and figure out how to do things differently, and we've made a lot of good progress and be able to innovate so many good things out there because people were willing to take risks. But at some point, some of the values that made the quality of entertainment so amazing kind of dipped in certain aspects, and I would love to try and talk about that a little bit. Some of it is going to revolve around maybe just different lenses that I have to try and adopt, but I do think that a lot of compromise has been done in the quality of our entertainment, and I want to get down to the bottom of that because I want it to be elevated. I want people to care about the quality of their entertainment and that it can actually be wholesome for their soul or just for their state of mind. A lot of those things matter. I don't just want entertainers to be out there to do something that sounds great for the short term, like maybe one night, and then they're miserable the next day. But the other guy ends up walking away with a lot of money. Free market, but yeah, you know, like we got to demand a little bit better from the companies who provide our entertainment. And then the next thing, I want to invite you, yes, you who is watching this right now, I want you to start following me on my social media. I have a lot of it linked down below. I want to do more questionnaires. I want to do more polls. I just want to get interactive with you out there. I want people who care about entertainment and like hearing my opinion or my takes on whatever the entertainment happens to be in the videos that I post to be able to talk with me. I know you can do that in commenting down below, so do that, and also subscribe, please do that. But yeah, sometimes I want to get an idea or an opinion on something before I post a video, or just having fun with you guys on the interweb. But that's what I got for you guys today. That's a little bit of everything. Let me know, please let me know what you think of everything that I just mentioned. Comment down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. If there's something else I should be adding, or if there's something like, I don't know about that, maybe hold off on that, you can let me know about that as well. But just to wait, I have a lot of reviews I really want to do. I'm really enjoying this. Also, I know some people have noticed this, but I just have to pat myself on the back a little bit. I love that I was able to create new thumbnails for these videos. I'm just so happy that I was able to get that done. And hopefully these videos will become more searchable, or people can find me a little bit easier. But also I rely on you to be able to share my content out there, or to like it and get engaged with me. Please do that. I would really love that. For those of you who have already been watching and following me for a long time, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate that. And hopefully these new changes and these new aspirations I have, hopefully they'll work out soon. And who knows, maybe if we get successful enough, I'll release something else, like a website or something else like that. Teaser! But anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to go chase yes out there, get that yes in your life. Oh man, we got so much to do. Remember, we got to discover, promote, review the best in entertainment. We're going to improve the quality, the values, and the fun of our entertainment, our culture, and lifestyle. I just made like 3 categories of 3 right there. I think I'm going to use that. But once again, guys, get that yes in your life. See you next time. Love y'all. Wow, I did it. I was able to get through the video. It is hot in here. I gotta chill out. Or I probably should just go to bed. I finished the video already. All right. See you next time. Subscribe, follow my social media. Really need you on there. We're going to make this awesome. I'm going to keep doing it, right?